Next, we have adding and subtracting fractions. The rule with this is the denominators must be the same before you can add or subtract. So with the first one, I have 1/3 plus 4/3. The denominators are the same, so my denominator here will stay as 3. And I can just add the numerators, add the tops there. So I'm going to write 1 plus 4 over 3. And 1 plus 4 is 5, so 5 over 3. Please write both steps. Please write this step and this step. That way you're showing the examiner very clearly, I know exactly how this works. So the next one, I need to actually show that they are the same denominator, so I'm going to change fifths into tenths. So my first fraction will change. 2/5 is going to become 4 over 10. So my sum is now 4 over 10 plus 3 over 10. So that is equal to 4 plus 3 over 10, which is equal to 7 over 10. The next one, I have to change both fractions. I'm going to choose a denominator of 21 because 7 times 3 is 21. So here I'm going to do 4 times 3 is 12, so 4/7 is 12 over 21, and 1 times 7 is 7, so 1/3 is 7 over 21. Now I can just do the 12 plus the 7 over 21, which is equal to 19 over 21. So far we just done addition, but subtraction works in exactly the same way. You must have the same denominator first. So what I have here, I have 6 over 5 minus 1 over 2, so I'm going to use a denominator of 10. So I'll write that in first. So 6 over 5 is equal to 12 over 10, and 1 over 5 is equal to 5 over 10, remembering that my symbol here is minus, so my symbol here is minus. Now I can work out my sum. I'm going to do 12 minus 5 over 10, which is equal to 7 over 10. The final one looks a bit complicated. There are a couple of different ways you can work it out. You could work out these two first, so minus 1/3 take away 2 over 4. And then once you've got the sum of that, you can add that to 1/5. You could try and simplify this one first and make that into a half, but you're still faced with the same problem of 3 fractions. I'm actually going to do it with one denominator, all 3 fractions in one go. So I know that if I multiply 3 by 4 by 5, I get 60. So I'm going to choose 60 as my common denominator. So I'm going to write that in first. I've got minus something over 60 minus something over 60 plus something over 60. Now, to turn thirds into 60ths, I'm multiplying by 20. 20 I got from 4 times 5. So I have 1 on the top, so 1 times 20 is 20. So 20 over 60 is the same as 1 over 3, and obviously there's a minus sign in front, so it's minus 20 over 60. Now the next one here, I have, I'm turning quarters into 60ths, so I multiply 4 by 15, which is 3 times 5. So I do the top times 15, and 2 times 15 is 30, so 2 over 4, which is equal to 30 over 60, but remember it's a minus here, so it's a minus here. Those symbols must be the same. The final one here, I'm turning fifths into 60ths, so I'm multiplying 5 by 12, which is the product of 3 and 4. So I do 1 times 12, which is just 12. So 1/5 is 12 over 60. So let's tidy this one up. All over 1 denominator now of 60. I've got minus 20 minus 30 plus 12. And if I do minus 20 minus 30, I get minus 50 plus 12. Then I'm going to end up with minus 38 over 60. And this one, if you look at it, both those numbers are even, so I can actually simplify that, divide both by 2. I'm going to get minus 19 over 30. Please, again, with these questions, write all of the steps down. Show clearly what your workings are, and that you're telling the examiner, I know exactly how to do this. Finally, on to word questions. Very important with this is just look for the information that you need. What is the question asking you? And just take the bits of information for the question. There may be stuff in that question that you do not need. You do not have to use everything that is listed there. So let's read this question. Ibrahim travels to see his friend in next town. He goes by taxi for 2/7 of the total journey, arriving at a train station. He then catches the first train and he covers 7/11 of the total journey. The final part of the journey he walks. What fraction of the journey does he walk? So if we were drawing it, he's going to start here. His first part of the journey, he goes by taxi. then he goes by train, and then he walks. The first part of the journey is 2/7 of the total journey. The second part is 7/11 of the total journey, and we don't know how far he walks. So to work this out, what we really need to work out is what fraction is the taxi plus the train. Let's do that bit first. So I'm going to do taxi plus train, which is 2/7 plus 7/11. Common denominator this time will be 77, because 7 times 11 is 77. 2/7 is going to be 22/77, multiplying top and bottom by 11. And then 7/11 is going to be 49/77, multiplying top and bottom by 7. The rules of adding fractions, the denominators have to be the same. They are. So I'm just going to do the tops added together, 22 plus 49. So 22 plus 49, that's going to give me 71/77. Now, I want to work out how far he walks. So that is going to be the total journey, subtract the taxi and the train. So what I do for this, for the walk, the total distance is going to be written as 1, because it's 1 total journey. Take away 71/77. Now, any whole number can be written as a fraction. 1 is basically 1/1. Take away 71/77 in this case. For subtraction, I need the same denominator. So that's the same as saying 77/77, which is equal to 1, minus 71/77. So that's 77 minus 71/77. There's too many sevens here, which is equal to 6/77. And that's how far he walks. So the last bit here is then Ibrahim walks 6/77 of the journey. And we're done.